Welcome back. Welcome back to myself too. Strange making a video after such a long period offline. I missed this quiet evening. I missed working. I missed the rhythm of working. I plan to make a series of 10 videos until the week before Christmas. Then I'm off for a week or two, and then I'll come back and start again. Throughout this video I will show you a little bit what I have done and what I have not done. And I'll start working in the garden now. I think the biggest challenge is to see if I can get, well, it's not really if I can get back into that work mojo. The question is how fast I get there, because I have to get into it again. It's been a while. Now, throughout the video I will tell you a little bit about my experiences this summer with hosting. To my surprise, many of you, more than I expected, have come to visit me, and I think that in the end the best way to support my little project here is to come and visit me as a guest. Especially nice in the pre-season and also this period from October. It's fantastic, really. I did come up with a plan for the next 1.5 year, 2 years, summer of 2027. So at the moment I have 5 apartments including mine, and the summer of 2007 I want to have 6 with 16 beds. That's the plan, basically. I was going to make a lot of videos every week from the garden, etc., but nah, didn't happen. I did start building the terraces downhill. I have a pretty good idea what to do, what I'm gonna do down there. Well, tomorrow it's Monday, let's see what happens. Big challenge tomorrow is to wake up early. Hey. Oh, the cats. We made another trip up north in the van. It's a disaster. But now he's back home and all joyful. Right, that's the prototype of how I want the garden to be prepared this winter. Good luck with that. Oh. Ah, that's nice, huh? Yeah, man. Isn't it ironic? Grass, it grows everywhere. But the one place where I wanted to have grass, it didn't work. Too hot, too dry, and not enough water. Such beautiful weather. This is such a beautiful time, October, really. Anyway, I remember some of my guests, and I think even some of the guests that came through my YouTube channel, asking me, don't you have an irrigation system? And I was like, nah, I prefer to do it by hand, and I can check and control all my plants and talk to them a little bit. Yeah, right. So I'm gonna have some kind of irrigation system. First I studied it a little bit, and then I went to a big shop. I talked to some people, and I met a nice man. He told me, don't make it too complicated. Make something simple at the start, and then you can grow it from there. So that's what we're gonna do. Next year we're gonna have an irrigation system in place. Something of it. And then for this autumn I thought maybe it's a better period to sow some seeds. Give it another try, one more try, and second chance. And it's also a nice way to start up the work, you know, cleaning a little bit, pulling some weeds, opening the soil again. It's bone dry, really, incredibly dry. Mamma mia.
it with something.
Ready to go to work? Hey. Right, a little bit of a struggle, but with calm and patience. I said I was going to talk a little bit about the season in between. I'm forgetting all about it. And did we have any problems? Well, you know, I like cleaning because when I'm cleaning, it's like I'm putting the whole property back to where it was before when I delivered the first apartments. And with the groups and a change on Saturday every time, that was actually very easy because I had two women come and help me out. 4 hours, the apartment's clean and ready, beds made up, and I could focus on washing. I have two washing machines, definitely necessary. Wash, dry, clean the outside, pool area, outdoor kitchen, terraces. And since I have all the bed linen double, after drying it in the sun, I would bring it inside, and Sunday morning, sometimes even Saturday night, would be my ironing day. I'm not very good at it, as some of you may have seen when visiting, but it's good enough. I mean, we're in the countryside, it's not like you're entering in a hotel room. And then we had problems with the water. There are a number of old pipes running down this hill. I think in May and in June we had a blackout, no water for a couple of hours. And in the end, by September, it was clear that there was at least one, if not more, leaks because they found water down the hill. I now have a pretty good sense, and the guys from the water company too, where our pipe is running. There's a yellow mark there still. But it's funny, if you have to find the leak, they have this sensor, which is like 50 meters. You have to put it in the tube, and then you have like a radar function. It follows the sensor for 50 meters, but that also means that you have to dig a hole every 50 meters. And I made a calculation of the length of that pipe. I think it's about 2.5 kilometers, so 50 times they had to dig a hole. Took about more than 2 weeks. Really not nice, but it's what it is. I hope it's done. For now, it's funny because there are only 8 houses connected to that pipeline. It's running from up the hill. Yeah, man. Let's do some landscaping. I bought these plants before the summer and I kept them in the courtyard. I have 5 of them, so I'm going to put 5 here. It's nice, they flower, they get quite big too. I can do that while get some water into that pond. I've been waiting all summer to start with the terraces and the rest of the garden. It's going to be my focus for the next couple of weeks, months maybe. I have no idea what to expect really. It's a tough job and we're looking at a lot of square meters there. I did spend some time, over 2 weeks to build the lower terraces. Those are the most important ones. They're also a little bit stronger because I put beams even in the back under the soil. Since they have to, well, one has to keep the pond too, but they also have to keep the weight of everything above. It's always nice to see the first plants. Oh. Tomorrow I have to check the water for a little bit. I'm a little bit higher here, but I can put some extra soil underneath. Go a little bit higher on this side. And then I have to think about an overflow maybe on the other side. If I have one thing in abundance, it's stones. So put a nice thick layer here. Oh. I still love the view at night. It's really wonderful with lights. Even in the garden I have some solar lights. so you can walk over the paths. I have to admit that this wasn't the easiest video to put together, neither was it to edit it, and I'm still working on it late for Saturday night. I guess it's a little bit like going back to school after holidays or going back to work after holidays. The work itself, it's also not very easy. It's going to be a lot of repetitive work, working in the garden, building those terraces, clearing the soil. I'm quite sure I cannot clear all the soil, so I will just focus on building the structure. I want to have a big area reserved for a vegetable garden next year, because this year too it was cluttered all over the place. So the season itself, great. I had a lot of opportunities to meet nice people. Many of them knew me, I didn't know them. That was quite funny sometimes. I remember one that I was just having my afternoon nap and a knock on the door, and we know you, but you don't know us. And it seemed to be someone from YouTube. I wasn't full, but I had guests every week from April to October, and there are still some people coming, even though I'm not actively promoting anything. Because the challenge is, and the thing is, you cannot work and have guests at the same time. And for now, I have to choose to go back to work and well, see how far I get with all my ideas and plans to expand this property. The outdoor kitchen, including the area beneath the panorama terrace, is crucial for next year, because every time you have a group of people, all your kitchen plates, forks, knives, etc., they end up in the apartment below with the biggest dishwasher. Yeah, I think every week it took me like an hour and a half up to 2 hours to redistribute everything. So I need to have a good outdoor kitchen, and I will use part of the space below the panorama terrace, put in a dishwasher and probably even an oven and fridge. In between, I have to clear out this space, check with the guy from the windows and the doors, and make sure I get my doors and windows. Two of the old white windows can be reused for the outdoor kitchen below the terrace. And the door, unfortunately, is a little bit too wide, so I have to think of something different there. And then in my planning, somewhere December, hopefully even a little bit earlier, I can start to break out the floor here, because I would like to have another apartment down here, and I'm going to split this part of the house in two. One part apartment and one is going to be a small wellness area with a sauna, things like that. It needs to have a toilet, shower, bathroom. The church bells ringing. So everything that I earn throughout the year, I'm basically reinvesting it. And then for next summer, I have a plan too. I do have a small cabin in the woods somewhere down below. And I made a couple of sketches. I think I already made a sketch back in 2022. I have to check a little bit with the architect and with the community, the municipality. What are the possibilities that I have? But I would like to make something of an off-grid cabin, and maybe in the future, 2 years from today, I could stay there during the summer, because if you have groups and families coming over, they pretty much take care of themselves, so there's no need to be here. And so I want to see what I can do with this cabin. I will come back on the cabin a little bit further away, maybe in November when the leaves drop, because I have to clear a path to the cabin first. There's also a small road, and I have to bring water and electricity, at least temporary, so I can do some work there next year in the summer. And then the big vegetable garden, that's also an absolute must. Now I saw on my drone views that I have nice shade, especially in the morning, so the sun is a little bit later. I don't have to worry about the heat. It's warm enough until way in October. But a little bit of shade is good. So I'm gonna build smaller terraces. I mean, small, not so high, and then a couple above each other. I'm not sure about maybe raised beds, or we'll see about that. You know, the terraces, when you build them, there is a general idea. But looking at how much soil you have, that's the moment that you finalize the plan, because it's very hard to predict upfront. Now I do know that I cannot clear everything, so I will concentrate on the structure and on wherever I think I can plant some trees. It was a difficult week. Didn't wake up that early. Hard to get that engine started. Now, back in the day, in 5 years, I only had one accident. I fell from the stairs once, broke my arm and part of my leg. And ever since, I always have a little bit of a problem with my leg. So during these last 2 months, I've been studying a couple of exercises, especially in the morning. Now I have a new morning routine. It's a little bit it's based on a combination of things I like, feel good, and a Shaolin exercise. They are monks from China. And I have to say, it seems to be working for me. So, right, I'm not sure if I left anything out. I think maybe yes, maybe no, but I'll get back to it later. For now, I would say thank you for watching. I'm not sure if it's a really good video, but hey, well, you gotta start somewhere. Greetings.